So an associate of mine made me aware of the Truthful Lies new video about me inviting my hopefully soon to be friend berry picking. Okay, I want to be clear. People don't understand this. When you go berry picking in the state of Pennsylvania or the state of New Jersey, you do actually have to pay quite a lot of money to go berry picking. Berries are not cheap. Okay. The reason I invited her to go berry picking is I thought it would be a fun activity to do outside. That's why I invited her to go berry picking. I wasn't going berry picking in the wilderness. That is, well, I actually do know some spots where there are a good deal of raspberries and things, but that's not the point. The point is, I wanted to take her to a blueberry or strawberry farm to go berry picking. That was what I was talking about. But more importantly, the more this guy spurges out, the more hilarious it is. Now, the thing is, look, I don't think I look like I'm in my early 20s. I don't. I actually think I do look old as hell. It's actually younger women that tell me I look like I'm younger. Younger women that are surprised at how old I am. Younger women that are attracted to me. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where that comes from. Also, I'm not stalking this young lady, okay? Inviting somebody to do things with me on a public forum without mentioning her name is not stalking her. However, you saying that you're going to come to the United States and interview her, thankfully you have no idea who she is, so I know she's at least somewhat safe. But you saying, and she'll probably be gone from that shit job anyway by the time you ever get to the United States. But the good news is you don't know who she is, so I know she's relatively safe. But who's stalking her? Me, the guy that met her once, invited her out to do some fun things, made a couple videos, okay? Or the guy that is threatening to meet her, and just so you know, in case you're unaware, in the United States, there are medical confidentiality laws, so she wouldn't be able to talk to you anyway if you were interviewing her. Okay, that's number one. Okay, number two, she would never do that. She's a very caring person, and honestly, whether or not she still wants anything to do with me, she's not a mean spirited person. I can tell that from talking to her. And the thing is, honestly, you people are so pathetic. You're just so pathetic, it's ridiculous. You know, the thing is, if I'm, and I don't like using this word because I hate religious nonsense, but if I'm blessed enough to be able to include her in my life, you're not going to see me on YouTube anymore. I can promise you that. And the other thing is, why would I do what normal people do? You want me to go to a bar to go get a chick? No, no, that's not the kind of chick I want. You see, I'm not some slumming scumbag that wants some half-pickled piece of crap prostitute to sleep with. I would prefer just to have a good friend over some half-pickled hooker like you do. And anyway, we all know you're a homosexual, fat man. We know you're homosexually obsessed with me. I can't tell if you're more jealous of the fact that a young lady thought that I was attractive, or at least young. She didn't think I was attractive, but not necessarily. She never said I was attractive. But she did think I was younger. Or if you're more jealous of the fact that, I find her attractive and I said I might want more than a friendship with her, and I came to the conclusion that, maybe she didn't want more than a friendship. Maybe that's what you're jealous of, the fact that that you can't compete with the fact that I'm a heterosexual and that I'm not attracted to disgusting British men that are sexually obsessed with me. It's disturbing. But anyway, the young lady is perfectly safe on my behalf. I simply invited her out to do some things. And I invited to meet her dad. And the story about her dad, everybody, the whole thing with that, her dad and I share some very similar interests. She and I share some very similar interests. Everybody wants to assume the worst of me. They never want to assume that I could just be, I don't know, reaching out to somebody that I want to be friends with. No, that would be out of the question, wouldn't it? That would be completely out of the question. Okay? Do I find her attractive? Of course she's attractive. That doesn't mean that anything has to come of that. It just means that she's an attractive young lady. Okay? Would I buy her jewelry? Of course I would. I think she's an attractive young lady. I think she deserves cute jewelry to wear. Okay? I think she deserves a reward for being such a wonderful nurse, honestly. I think she deserves, like I said in my previous video, she deserves somebody that she can express herself to, express the frustrations she has with the happenings at her place of business. It is somebody that she can trust, that she can express, things to. And I would love to be that person for her. And that's really all. You people are insane. I've honestly given up on relationships with women because, at this point, it's not worth the hassle. It really isn't. I mean, every woman is really just a narcissistic piece of crap these days. Everybody's about me, 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 me. And the ones that aren't, like this young lady, I don't think she wants anything more than a friendship. And if all I can have is a really good friendship, that's all I want. I'm not like you people. I can control myself. Okay? That's the one thing I can do, is I can control myself. I'm not some kind of maniac. But once more, who's stalking her? Not me. I invited her to a public forum. I invited her to do things with me over a public forum. To do things in public, might I add, over a public forum. To meet her father over a public forum. Okay? That's not stalking. Okay? And after I saw her as, whatever, I got her a card with a gift card. You might not know that I got every single nurse that I had contact with there a card. Did you? You didn't know that. Okay? Nor did you know that I thanked the emergency room doctor and got him a card. Did you? No, because I didn't talk about that. And then you stated that I supposedly outed the entire cardiac unit of the hospital. No, that was a different thing. That was the emergency department. And that had to do with a wrongful 302, which is still being figured out, but was considered to be unlawful by the county of Bucks. So, yeah, I mean, you're really pushing things, okay? So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, whatever, dude. That had nothing... The thing is, when I outed the whole place, that actually had nothing to do with her. The thing was, unfortunately, I had to give the place a positive review for my experience in the cardiac unit, which was exemplary. It really was exemplary. From the emergency room doctor, he was freaking amazing. The fact that he actually decided to keep me instead of cutting me loose, to literally, honestly, my nurse was ridiculously good. Just the fact that she was as kind and caring and concerned about me and wanted to share her thoughts and feelings with me. Whether she was just doing that because she needed somebody to share her thoughts and feelings with or not, it really made me feel a lot better to be able to talk to somebody that really did care what I had to say. And she, I think, knew that I cared what she had to say. That's what's important about that. So you can spurge out all you want. She's probably not talking to me. I'm not stalking the girl. If anybody's stalking anybody, once more, it's you people. And I'm just happy you don't know who she is, and you never will know who she is. Because you're crazy. You're stalking me. You send people over my apartment. You send people to take photographs of the inside of my vehicle. You send people to slash my tire. You send people... Jesus Christ. And this is all... The police know all of this. This isn't a mistake or anything. There's police reports about all of this. They know the people involved. They know, they know my friend from Argentina is involved in it. They know Senor Lopez is involved in it. They know Fat Ma'am is involved in it. And they, believe me, they know all this because I have had to report these things. I did not want to. Again, people said I wanted to punish my former friend from Argentina. I have never had a desire to punish her in any way. What had happened is you idiots kept upping the level of crazy by sending people over my home. When my tire got slashed, that was the last straw. And then when Royce decided to try and bait me into talking to her, she's so terrified of me, right? Eliana is so afraid of me, that's why she has to speak to me to insult me, right? No, nobody's buying that, least of all the police. So you people need to get over yourselves. You're a lot stupider than you think. And anyway, with the young lady that, the young nurse, as I said in my previous video, if she never wants to speak to me, that's her business. Okay? That's not my business. Okay? And the thing is, if she does want to be my friend, I will make sure to be the best friend I possibly can be to her, because you know what? She matters even more to me now because of you idiots trying to turn me against her. Okay? It's not going to work. And even if she doesn't, she doesn't want to be with me. She's not interested in me. That doesn't, she might not want to be with me. She definitely was interested in me as a person to talk to and as a person to spend time with. And I know that. So you all can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. I try to watch my language on here so I don't get my frickin' channel taken down, but you people are a bunch of fricking weak-willed, pathetic people with blatant inferiority complexes that have to build yourselves up by screwing with people like Adrasdia or Mary, by screwing with people like Letitia, which, by the way, look, the whole Letitia thing, I might actually even be on your side with the Letitia thing. That bitch is crazy. But the whole thing is, the stuff you do to Mary, the stuff you do to other people, I'm not Mary. You're not going to get away with the shit you get away with Mary. And in fact, you're not getting away with it with Mary. Mary has been ripping you people limb from limb from limb with flawless lucidity. Flawless lucidity. You like Mortal Kombat? There you go. My point is, you people are losing. You will always lose. And the thing is, you think you won with the whole Eliana thing? No, you didn't. All you did was show me what a horrible person she is. I would have never known that if you never got her to behave the way that you got her to behave. As far as I knew, she was one of the sweetest people in the world. Okay? In fact, for a long time, I thought she was the sweetest person in the world. A good little God-fearing Catholic girl that really adored me and all this other nonsense. And, now I know different. Now I know what a rotten, evil person she is. I never believed in evil. I used to be a big fan of Friedrich Nietzsche. Not really. I don't really like Nietzsche. I'm more of an Ayn Rand kind of guy. But my point is this. I did believe that I was beyond good and evil, and I did not believe in good and evil. But when you meet somebody as twisted as that chick, you gotta start believing that some people might be a little bit evil. And that's all for this video.